Hello, my name is Torben Plesner. I'm a professor of hematology at Vejle Hospital in Denmark. I'm here at the ASH meeting presenting preliminary safety and efficacy data on daratumumab in combination with lenalidomide and dexamethasone in relapsed or refractory multiple myeloma. The compound we are speaking about today is daratumumab, which is a monoclonal antibody. So it's an antibody that reacts with a special protein expressed by many cells in the body, but in particular by myeloma cells. They have very, very high expression levels. So we are testing this antibody and have reported the single agent activity during previous ASH meetings and found acceptable toxicity and some clinical activity of the compound as it was itself. But now we are combining it with lenalidomide to further enhance the response to the drug. But the first step is, of course, to look for safety. So we are dose escalating from low dose levels in combination with lenalidomide in the standard dosing of 25 milligrams per day with weekly dexamethasone. So we are dose escalating daratumumab from 2 milligrams per kilo up to 16 milligrams per kilo, looking for potential side effects and activity. So far we have been able to enroll patients in a 3+3 dose escalation schedule up to 16 milligrams per kilo, coming down from 2, and we have found that the treatment was without major side effects. Everything was quite manageable. The potential infusion-related reactions were managed by the steroid, which is part of the planned treatment. Some of the side effects could easily be attributed to the partner, the lenalidomide partner, such as neutropenia, and we have seen responses now with M components coming down already at the low dose levels of 2 milligrams per kilo, but now also with the higher dose levels. So basically we now need to see more data coming in from the higher dose levels of daratumumab at 8 and 16 milligrams per kilo to follow the patients for some time and look for potential side effects and clinical responses. And then the sponsor will decide upon how to take this into the planned phase 2 part of the trial.